Thank you for watching CTR TV. I'm Christy Olds with your 5 in 5. Get up to speed on 5 topics in 5 minutes. State and local association leaders were in Washington, D.C. for the 2020 CTR Leadership Conference. The association hosted the conference at the National Association of Realtors headquarters overlooking the U.S. Capitol building. Members who serve in state or local leadership positions heard from NAR leaders about the federal legislative and regulatory priorities for 2020, as well as legal and RPAC updates. NAR President Vince Malta says it's important for realtors to feel connected to their national association.
It's great to get realtors to come to Washington, D.C. so they could see what NAR does for them and how they work with our legislators at the federal level. It's so very important.
It's great to hear that we're all working for the same common goal and that we're not subsets of each other, that we're all one big family working together for what's best for private property rights and for our consumers and for our members.
The conference also covered the upcoming state legislative session and the importance of member involvement on relevant issues. The day after CTR leaders were in Washington, NAR leaders announced an important plan to tackle fair housing issues. NAR leaders met with Federal Housing and Urban Development Secretary Ben Carson. It allowed the association the chance to reiterate its commitment to advancing fair housing protections and initiatives. The two sides agreed to work on a joint public service campaign. NAR leaders also approved a new plan, abbreviated ACT, which will emphasize accountability, culture change, and training in order to ensure realtors are doing everything possible to protect housing rights. NAR CEO Bob Goldberg says fair housing standards are part of the NAR Code of Ethics and a cornerstone of the industry.
We cannot allow for there to be discrimination in housing. There needs to be affordable housing, easy access to housing, because we want to double down and show how much we're re-emphasizing fair housing in our industry. So we'll do all the things that are important to make sure that the elected leaders and the regulators know our position and the American consumer's position on housing.
NAR's new Fair Housing Action Plan will look to make fair housing a part of all conferences and pursue additional partnerships with fair housing advocates. The Connecticut Coalition to End Homelessness is looking for volunteers to help with the annual point-in-time homeless count. Volunteers will go out on the evening of January 21st to identify how many people are living in emergency and temporary shelters in their communities. They will also conduct the Youth Count and Outreach Project the following week. CCEH provides a brief training for all volunteers prior to those counts. For more information, go to cceh.org/volunteer. CT Realtors partners with CCEH each year for its Be Homeful campaign and supports efforts to end homelessness here in Connecticut. There's still time to sign up to be a 2020 CTR UCONN Superfan. Members who register as Superfans are eligible to win tickets to UCONN women's basketball games throughout the season. Go to ctrealtors.com/UCONN to sign up. Members need to register this year, even if they signed up as a Superfan in the past. The next drawing will be for the games on January 19th against Tulsa and January 23rd against Tulane. CTR is a longtime supporter of UConn athletics. The Mid-State Association of Realtors helped make the holidays bright for some kids in Bristol and Southington. The association held its Christmas Wishes for Kids events last month. 325 kids and their families attended the parties at the AquaTurf Club in Southington and Nucci's Restaurant in Bristol. The Mid-State Realtors Foundation provided all the gifts for the kids, and both restaurants donated all the food. The local board started the Christmas Wishes for Kids parties more than 25 years ago. That is your 5 in 5. I'm Christy Olds for CTR TV.